Hi everyone, welcome back. I had to make some more neutral Christmas DIYs. So I have this sign from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to take the hanger out of it. And I'm going to paint these two snowflakes with some plaster Waverly chalk paint. And this snowflake I'm going to stain with some early American wood stain. So I have some scrapbook paper and I'm just going to trim it down so that I can stick it in between the beaded parts on this sign. And I'm just going to stick it down with a glue stick, a glue stick. You can use whatever glue you like, but the glue stick is easy. And then once that's stuck down, I'm just going to trim off the excess with some scissors. I did hot glue the edges, but I didn't show that in the video. I did go back and do that. I'm just going to put the hanger back in. I already added some beads. And then these are my snowflakes. I'm going to glue them on with some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue. And again, you can use whichever glue you like. Also, you can use whatever colors you like. You don't have to do it neutral. So just glue them in place. And then I decided I wanted to add some more, so I'm adding these wee snowflakes that I got from Amazon. I'll link them down below. All the snowflakes were from Amazon. So I'm just putting them where I think they're going to look good. And then I'm going to glue them down with the wood glue, because they are made of wood. You can paint the snowflakes if you like, or stain them. I just wanted to leave them natural because I thought that it looked nice like that. And then after I'd glued all those down, I decided that I didn't like the edges, so I'm taking this burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. I have to take the hanger out again. I am taking this one from, this pack of the 3 ribbons, and I'm just hot gluing that around the edge of this sign. And you can use the cream ribbon that they have at Dollar Tree, or some twine, or you can just leave it. It's up to you. But the one piece doesn't fit all the way around, so I do have to add an extra piece at the top. But since it's at the top, you won't notice it. I just keep gluing that all the way around. And it also hides that one of these beaded bits, if you could see at the top there, sticks out a wee bit. I don't know if you could cut that off. Loads of these signs had no beads on them at all. They were like all missing. So here I am at the end, and I'm just going to glue the extra bit on and trim it down. And then I'll replace the hanger. And this is how it turned out, and I think it turned out so pretty. This is one of the Dollar Tree snow globe ornaments. So I'm just taking the twine off it, and it has some glitter on it, so I am just sanding it off. And I just do it lightly on the Merry Christmas bit because I want to keep that. I paint the globe part of it with some Waverly plaster chalk paint, And I have the cream ribbon from Dollar Tree here, and I'm just hot gluing it along the side, and you can use the other ribbons if you want to for this. I just wanted to make it look a bit nicer. You could also just paint it if you wanted to. So I'm just hot gluing it all the way around, and then when I get to the end I just trim it off. Just watch you don't burn your fingers. And then I make sure the ends are glued down. And I decided to add some more twine or add some twine back on. So I just wrapped it around 3 times and hot glued it at the back. And then just burning off the wee hairs. And then I have these Christmas trees from Dollar Tree, and I stained one of them with some early American wood stain. And then I'm going to use some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue, and I'm just going to glue the Christmas tree on in the middle. And then I'm going to use one of these wee star beads from Amazon, and I'm just going to glue that on the top. It's like the smallest star that I had. And then I decided to add a couple of snowflakes, so I just glue them on with the wood glue as well. And I think this one turned out so cute. This is an oval plaque from Dollar Tree, and I am just sanding off all the rough edges, and then I stained it with some early American wood stain. And then I'm going to use this same burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to trim off the end bit because it was all frayed, and then I'm just going to hot glue it all around the outside of this oval. I was looking for a round one, but I'm glad that I got this one instead. So I just keep hot gluing it all the way around, and then I just trim it off at the end, and then I just glue it down, the end bit down some more, make sure it doesn't come up. And then I burned all the wee hairs off. Then I decided I wanted to add some of this ribbon along the top, so I am just doing the same thing, and the frilled edge is what I'm putting on the outside, and the straight edge is on the inside, and it fits around nicely. So just the same thing, cut it off at the end and glue it down. Make sure you start at the same place on the 2 pieces of ribbon so that you don't get the end at the front. And then I found this big huge pine cone at Dollar Tree. They had a bunch of them, but this was the only one that wasn't broken. Some of them don't have as much snow, so I just trimmed off the bit on the bottom, and then I'm just putting lots and lots of hot glue on. I ended up having to add even more hot glue. I have these wooden star stickers from Dollar Tree, so I'm just taking the sticker off the back because I want to use the wood side, the other side is gold, and then I'm just hot gluing it in place. But I didn't want to sit at first, but I managed to get it to sit how I wanted it. And I just added some extra hot glue at the back to make sure it stays up. And then I'm adding more hot glue underneath just to make sure that this sticks, because it's not flat on the bottom. And I had to hold it. And this is how it turned out, and I think this one turned out really cute as well. I thought this wee gnome bag was really cute from Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna cut it out and put it inside the frame. And on the side with the glitter, it said Merry, Naughty and Merry, but this side says Merry, Naughty and Nice. And this is the side with the fold in it, but I think it looks much nicer. And once you got in the frame and that, nobody's gonna notice, I hope. So I just cut it out and then put it back inside the frame, and that's it. And I think it turned out really cute. This is one of the wee chalkboard stars from Dollar Tree. So I'm taking off the straw piece on the front, and then I'm taking off the hanger from the back. I don't know why they put that little piece of straw on it. I don't get it. And then I just sanded down where I took the staple out. And I have these half beads, and I stained them all with some early American wood stain. And I'm going to use some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue. And I have this bigger star, and I'm just going to add the beads to the bigger star, and the ones that I didn't stain I'm going to add to the smaller star. And I was looking for the star with like the straight edges, but this is what I found. So at first I did this, and I was going to add some twine to it, but then I changed my mind. I decided to add a lot more beads, and I'll link these beads down below. So I'm just adding them all on with the glue and making sure they're all straight and like evenly spaced apart. You don't have to add all these beads if you don't want to. This is just what I wanted to do. And in the middle one, I decided not to add that. That was me deciding. But you'll see what I do with it later. And then once they were all in place, I glued the wee star to the big star. And then I decided to add more beads, and I stained these ones. And then I just glue them all in place. Again, you can use any colours or stain that you like for this, or whatever pattern you want with the beads, or you could do it the opposite way around from what I did. And then I'm just making the back, and I used my Cricut tool and some twine and some craft sticks, and I just wanted to make sure that the twine was a wee bit loose so that the Christmas tree, the top of it, could fit through there. And then I just glued it all in place, and then I trimmed off the excess pieces of twine. And then I added some more hot glue. Just wanted to make sure that those pieces weren't going to come off. And then I decided to stain that bead and then put it in the middle. And this is how it turned out. At the end of the video, I'll show you it on the top of the tree with all the decorations that I made in the last neutral Christmas video. So I'm using these wee stars again, and then I'm staining them with some early American wood stain. And I have 5 of these beaded garlands from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to measure out the length with some twine and I do it 5 times, then I decide I need to do it 6 times because I'm adding stars, and then I'm going to add those tassels on as well. So I needed a garland for my tree, so I'm just going to show you how I made it. And then I'm gluing the twine to the end of the skewer so that I can put it through these tassels. I got them from Amazon as well. I will link them down below. And you gotta let the hot glue dry before you try and put it through the tassel. But I was being impatient. So I'm gonna put it through the tassel, and then I'm going to tie that end, but I do end up changing it and putting a star on first before the beads. So now I'm just hot gluing the other end, and I'm going to thread 10 beads on and then a star, and then another 10 beads and then a star, and I'm going to do that until all these beads are done. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would take me. But I'm not going to show you it all. I don't know if you hear my dog walking on the floor, his little claws on the floor. Oh, and the hole in these stars was a bit tight, but I'm going to show you what I did here. I just got a pair of tweezers and I just pushed it through, or pulled the twine through, and it worked out nice. And here I am just doing the other end with the tassel again. And I let the hot glue dry this time before I tried to put the tassel through. I mean, the skewer through the tassel. And then I tied it 3 times to make sure it's not going to come off. And then I trimmed off the excess, and then I just put a wee bit of hot glue on it. And then I was just making sure all the beads were tight before I did the other end, and I just had to redo this side. I just put I was going to thread the tassel right back on, and then I remembered I was supposed to be doing a star. So I was just using the tweezers just to help it through. I had to you have to keep every so often snipping off the part with the glue on it and then doing it again, so that you have a nice piece to go through all the beads. And I just did the same thing again, tied 3 knots and then snipped it off, and you could make a shorter one of these and didn't have to be for Christmas, but mine's is to go on the tree, that's why it's so long. And I'm going to show you everything on the tree at the end of this clip. So I have a skinny tree. I wanted a skinny tree. But this is what all the decorations that I made look like on it, and looks really pretty. My boyfriend did say, I hope we're not having a cardboard Christmas next year. But I think I will use them next year because they look really pretty. But you guys can let me know which of these DIYs is your favourite, and you can watch these other decorations that I made in my other neutral Christmas DIY video. Can't remember what it's called there. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!